Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. So today I'm on the other side of the game room from my usual YouTube videos because I have got stacks and stacks of books to ship out, and I want to give you guys a little bit of information on this process, and I want to read a story from my brand new book, the NES Omnibus Volume 1. Featuring all the US releases from A through L of the Nintendo Entertainment System. So just a little behind the scenes stuff, and then I'll read a story from the book of a particular game that just meant a lot to me when I was younger, and just this great story of me and my cousin playing the game. So this book, the NES Omnibus Volume 1, was supposed to be out November 28th. This book right here, I just delivered a copy to my mom, because I got this shipment yesterday. It was supposed to be out November 28th. Well, it was delayed a week, and then another week to December 15th. So I did get mine in a timely fashion, at least regarding this, postponed date. So I did get my books, and I've got, between Kickstarter and pre-orders and all the books people added on when they were supporting the book on Kickstarter, they ordered my other books as well at the same time, as one of the Kickstarter tiers. I got around 260, 270 books to ship out. And this involves, so I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes information, what's going on, why you're not getting your books immediately, and just how this process works, and some other information. Just sort of an update on the NES Omnibus Volume 1. And so the publisher ships out the books to me, to Amazon, to BarnesandNoble.com, to all these different distribution services, all these different companies, and we all get them roughly around the same time. Now, today I looked on Amazon, and it says they're temporarily out of stock. What this probably means is they've been shipped to Amazon, but they're in their warehouse and they haven't been processed yet. Maybe they're just in the, hopefully the next day or two they'll be on Amazon. But I do have my copies, and I am taking direct orders as we speak for signed copies. If you want your book autographed or not, I'll be happy to send a book personally from me, and this really helps out. I make more selling books myself than I do for Amazon sales, quite a bit more. So that's always appreciated. But if you want to go the Amazon route, that's fine too. So the process is, I got in 28 boxes yesterday, the NES Omnibus Volume 1, lugged them upstairs to my game room where I'd have room to spread out and organize everything. And the process, I had to unbox them, count them, check for damages, and then once I get set up, sign, personalize, and then make packets of freebies. Well, I'll show you guys in a minute. Now, I'm not complaining. This is a great problem to have, to get a lot of book orders, and then I have to wrap each book, box them, and tape the boxes, put the address label on, and all that kind of stuff. So it does take some time. With so many books, it's going to take a few days, but I'm working nonstop doing this, other than making this video and taking care of personal things like shaving and eating and stuff like that. I'm not writing for the next few days or antiquing or any of that kind of stuff, my sideline gigs, nothing like that. I am focused exclusively on getting you guys these books as quickly as possible. So then I have to go to, load up my car, go to the post office, and the lines are very long this time of year. The lines are long, I send out UPS or USPS, United States Postal Service, and they were very quick and efficient this morning. When I got there was a long line, but it didn't take that long to get through, and they knocked them out pretty quickly. I had a big carload of books to take out, and I'll take more tomorrow and more the next day, and however long it takes to get all these books. And I'm doing this as quickly as possible for you guys because I don't want you to have to wait. Now, I was listening to a KISS podcast pretty recently, and a guy had ordered Ozzy's latest CD direct from Ozzy. You had an option where you could get it, from the normal traditional places, or modern traditional, I guess you could say, from Amazon or whatever. And he was super upset that he ordered a copy direct from Ozzy, and friends of his that had ordered from Amazon got theirs quicker. Now, he was super upset. He was cussing about this, and I thought, that only makes perfect sense, because Ozzy is just sort of like an important, famous version of what I'm doing here, because he'll get his CDs from whatever supplier or distributor or whatever he has, and he'll have to sit down and he'll have to sign them and all that kind of stuff. Someone else will package them for him. Ozzy's not sitting there doing this. But anyway, the process is similar, where they have to go to Ozzy first, then out to the customers, just like the books have to come to me and then out to the customers. If you got it direct from Amazon, of course, you're going to get it a little quicker. So I hope you guys understand that, and I appreciate your patience. I'm doing this as quickly as possible for you guys. Other than making this video, I'm definitely on it. Okay, so a little update on Volume 2. I should have the cover to show you guys soon. I was talking to the publisher the other day, and the book will be out in winter of 2021, and I will be kickstarting it in spring or summer. Kickstarter is just such a great pre-order program. You can use Kickstarter for different things, and mainly for pre-orders and for funding a project. Now, these books take a year. All my books take a year or two to write, and so Kickstarter helps me be financially viable while doing this, because it does take a ton of time, and it's a great pre-order system. And I've gotten a lot of new readers doing this Kickstarter, so it really helps a lot. Now, I'm currently working on another book. I've postponed that for a week while I do this, but I've got another book in the works. And a lot of people have been asked, they want an Atari Omnibus, an Intellivision Omnibus, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis. I've been asked about several. I can't comment on what my next book is going to be, but I'll just say it's something, I don't know, it's familiar yet slightly different, so sorry, I will announce that as soon as I can, but I've got a team of writers. We're working on it hard, and it's going to be awesome. So let me show you real quick, before I read the story for you guys, the freebies I'm sending out with a lot of the books. Just a little packet of, signed trading cards, signed bookmarks, Classic Game Fest stickers in some cases, things like that. Nothing big, but just wanted to give a little something extra signed and just show my appreciation. And this is the book. Personalize it however you want. I am taking more orders for it now. I do have the books in stock, and I am taking orders. And now, before I get to the story I'm going to read, I want to thank my wife, Carice. She has been an absolutely huge help. Now, obviously, I'm signing and packaging and all that stuff while she's at work. She's a school teacher. But she has been a major help organizing everything. When I set up, these stacks, and, she made labels for for most customers to send out. That's made the process so much easier. I was going to be sitting there with a Sharpie for hours filling out my address and their address. She made me labels for everybody. She created this Excel spreadsheet with everybody's information that has made this process so much more organized and so much easier. So she has been an enormous help, so I really appreciate that. Otherwise, this whole production process is me, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So without further ado, let's get to the story. Now, it's about Double Dribble, one of my favorite basketball games of all time, and for sure one of my favorite retro basketball games. And I wrote a story about me and my cousin Ricky. Now, this is him. This is my cousin Ricky. When I was a little kid, I idolized him. He's 6'5", a great basketball player, a few years older than me, and you can see he made that out to me. I wrote to him when I was little, asking him if he could send me a signed photo of himself dunking the basketball. So yes, I was a little bit of a fan of my cousin. Thought he was the coolest person in the world, and he is very cool. Ricky, if you watch this, you're awesome. So when I was in my early 20s, Ricky came over. I wasn't idol worshiping him at this point. I was too old for that, but I still thought he was cool. We're great friends. He came over and to my house. I was still living at home, and I had my NES in my back bedroom. So let me get to the story of when Ricky came over with his girlfriend. All right, and this is in the memories section. Here's the double. Every game gets at least one full page. And here's the double dribble. And, I have a write-up for each game and quotes and all that stuff. But there's also stories and memories and that kind of thing with a lot of the games. So when I was a kid, I idolized my older cousin Ricky for his height, his basketball prowess, and his overall coolness. I thought it was awesome that he could dunk, and even asked him to give me a photo of him dunking, which he did. We used to hang out and shoot hoops, and we've remained good friends through the years. One evening in the late 1980s, when I was still living at home with my parents, Ricky came to visit and brought his girlfriend along. After a few minutes of chatting in the living room, Ricky followed me to my room in the back of the house to check out Double Dribble, which I had just gotten. After well over an hour of furious video hoops action, we went back into the living room, and Ricky's girlfriend and my mom and dad were sitting in awkward silence watching television. She looked up from the TV and scowled at us and probably griped at him later. Oops, or should that be hoops? Okay, bad pun at the end there. But anyway, you get the idea. That's just one of the shorter stories that I've shared. There's stories for me in the book, along with a lot of other writers, programmers, developers, popular YouTubers, and that kind of thing. But just a little taste of what the NES Omnibus is all about. There's objective facts in there, history and all that stuff, but there's also a lot of anecdotes and things just to add a lot of color to the book. It's a very colorful book, literally and figuratively, as you can see by these gorgeous pages. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite NES game from A to L? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for ordering the books. I am taking direct orders. I will put a link right here on this description of this video where you can order the book. I better get going so I can continue, I should say, sending out these books. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you guys in another video.